There's something going on, and I'm getting worried. A man has been spotted standing on a street corner, screaming. There's obviously a horrible incident afoot, but the police can't act until we know the details. We're gonna have round-the-clock coverage of this developing story. Stay tuned and stay safe. Coming up next, my lunch break. It's a fine art, swishing it around in your mouth, then saying something that doesn't make sense. And that's before you're drunk. But this cat doesn't seem like he's taking it very seriously. People in this industry have spent an entire lifetime preparing for this role by failing at everything else. And it's not fair. How are we supposed to be taken seriously for the productive members of society that we are? This is Cat News. He's drinking my wine now. It was a thoughtful Christmas gift. I appreciated it, despite the subtext of calling me fat. Then they called me fat. They were a nice fit though. But as I got through to the middle of the year, something felt sinister, other than the threatening messages piling up on my answer phone. That's right, I was feeling slim, svelte even, and I thought to myself, this is wrong. So I dusted off my mirror and was met with someone who looked like me, but was borderline obese. This is a warning to all the cats wearing elastic pants right now. You're living in a fantasy. It's too late for me, but maybe I can save you. This was Cat News, going home to a rotisserie chicken. The day has finally come, where this man has decided what he wants to do with his life. At the ripe young age of 90. Just put yourself in his shoes. Or maybe not. They probably smell. So use your imagination instead. This is the most important decision of your life. Oh, hang on. I'm receiving a message in my headset that he's about to choose. He's fell asleep again. Well, we will get right back to you when he wakes up. In 10 hours. Stay tuned. It's the cool new restaurant that's just opened, after the last cool new restaurant closed down 2 months ago. But something tells me this is gonna be a success. I can just feel it in my stomach, which is entirely the reasoning the founder set it up on. Can't even use a calculator. He just put his trust in my judgment, and for that, I thank him. And in return, he can sleep on my couch when it inevitably goes under. But in the meantime, free milkshakes for me. This was Cat News. Head on down now. It's a special day. The selection on display at this table is unbelievable. Mini sandwiches, pastries, cookies, and salmon. Just wow. I think I'm gonna tear up. I'm just glad we've all gathered here today to watch me eat all this delicious food. Thank you for coming, everyone. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't forget to congratulate the caterers on the amazing job they did on the buffet. Loneliness is an epidemic, and it doesn't help when you eat your only friend. But I'm an exception to this trend. I haven't left this place for years, and I'm glad. I've got everything I need down here in this basement. Except friends. Please don't leave. This was Cat News, down here, all alone, eating ice cream. Look at it. Do you know how much that's worth? Well, neither do I. That's what the guy in my local shop said. It seems I'm stuck with this beautiful gem that's worth nothing, apparently. Maybe I can sell it on the internet. Why do I buy things at 3 AM? This was Cat News. Are you interested in a priceless gem? I still have that one-time cutlery set of the Queen. Limited edition. Why do I keep buying this stuff? We at Cat News appreciate the arts, and by the arts, I mean my macaroni paintings I do on the weekends. It's in my blood. In fact, one of my ancestors was involved in the Sistine Chapel. He's actually pretty famous. You might have heard of him. Yes, it's something I'm very proud about. There he was, standing in history, handing the paint to Michelangelo. He later went on to compose a minor work on the back of a burnt-out building, and then was unceremoniously killed for vandalism. But enough about my illustrious family background, because today we're talking about art, and not just any art, street mimes. Have you seen anything like it? Wow, he really captures the desperation. It's almost believable. That's why the arts are important, people, for performances like that. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Where did I put my macaroni? I feel like someone is watching me. No, not them. Of course, I have no reason to worry. It's not like I've done anything wrong. Except for the 15 misdemeanors. And the felonies. But I'm innocent. Just ask my lawyer. When he gets out of jail. I think I'm gonna end the show there today. Something feels off. I'll see you next time. I hate the law. I don't know how they keep getting me. They're just too damn good at their job. It's a massive scandal. More on what I said about her dessert later. A celebrity, yes, you heard that right. A celebrity has been caught in an embezzlement scandal. I know, it's frankly unbelievable. We look to and put our trust in them to be the better people that they are. And then they go and disappoint us all. I just didn't think I'd find out like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I can recover from this. I'm gonna have to take down my collage. This was Cat News. Sad and overwhelmed. Does anyone want to buy a signed picture? This is Cat News. Hello. Starting off with a sad story today. The ball pit, as can be seen here, is closing down. It's been the cornerstone of our community for 15 years. But, and someone has to say it, there was never enough balls. A design oversight, if I ever saw one. This could have been prevented, but the builders said it was a cost-cutting measure. I wish I had better news. And I do, because I took the ball home before the building was unnecessarily demolished. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. Well, it turns out this man really is old and wise, as he's been missing out on paying rent for the past 40 years. We all just thought he was up there because we ran out of room in the nursing home, but apparently not. It's a shame I'm not on top of a mountain myself, as I'm down here in the basement, 5 meters away from the Earth's core. This was Cat News. I can feel the heat on my feet. Have a nice day. We all like to dance. But what are the career prospects for those who like to move? Go to this graph. Yes, informative. Well, that settles that. If you're thinking of dancing, do it after you've got a job. This was Cat News. I'm sick of people trying to stop me from dancing. Hi, I just got back from the best time of my life. It was absolutely electric. You should have seen the crowds shouting my name angrily as they waited in line. I took home a memento to remember such an amazing day. Now I know what a tea bag feels like. This was Cat News, about to go for another ride. $50,000. That's how much my figurine collection is worth. Now, you might be saying to yourself, why would you spend $50,000 on figurines when you live in a basement? And you'd be right to ask that. Well, I'll answer it. Because I feel emotionally fulfilled. When I smell that overpriced plastic, when I see it there, representing lost time, money, friends. This was cat news, about to log on and get myself my 829th. Come on, dopamine. We all want great hair, but is it really that important? What about all the other things in life, like family, friends, your career, the great mysteries of the universe? Oh, who am I kidding? I want my hair back. Why me? I'm back. Sorry about that. I pulled myself out of that dark, unforgiving, depressing hole with lots of meditation, reflection, and by getting myself a hairpiece. Who needs a healthy self-esteem and contentment when you have a cheap polyester wig? This was cat news, jealous of my own hair. This is cat news. My car is for sale. It's against regulations to flog it on the show, but I had no luck with my billboard ads. It's a great car. It's never let me down, because it's never started. The guy who sold it to me said there was an engine. And he was right. There was an engine a long time ago. Anyway, please buy my car. That was the sales pitch. Thank you and good night. Oh yeah, and we have some news coming up in the next segment. It's important to follow the law. It's also important to run away from the law if you've broke it, which is why I'm currently making my way down a motorway across state borders. Stay tuned for more updates. I nearly hit the back of someone's car right now. There's a taster of the kind of updates that you'll get. Have a nice day. Oh, I almost forgot. Follow the law. Life is about the little moments. Like this one. Yes, moments like this we can all look back on and cheer and smile over the fond memories. He really looks like he's enjoying that sandwich. Slow down, it's not going anywhere. How embarrassing. Well, no matter, it's immortalized in picture form for eternity. This was Cat News. Cherish your memories.